Welcome to the class, dear student. This is your biology teacher. The continuation of circulation in animals, in which today's class is start with types of blood circulation, and also we are going to look at a heartbeat, how it is originated in the heart. Types of blood circulation. Circulation of blood takes place with the help of circulatory system. We know that heart is the main pumping organ which pumps the blood throughout the body by blood vessels. The blood circulates in our body as oxygenated blood and the deoxygenated blood. So there are different types of circulation we want to know. The first one is systemic circulation. The second one is pulmonary circulation. The third one is coronary circulation. So the types of circulations are systemic circulation, pulmonary circulation, and coronary circulation. Let us see types of circulation in our body one by one. Systemic circulation. It does mean what? See the picture. The circulation of oxygenated blood from left ventricle of the heart to various organs of the body, and it is again return of deoxygenated blood to the right atrium. So very simple. The blood which comes out from the aorta, which is arising from the left ventricle in our heart, takes the blood to the various organs of the body. Then and return of deoxygenated blood to the right atrium. So the blood which comes out, or blood which is pumped through the aorta, it reaching the heart back. So from the left ventricle, aorta is arising. It takes the blood away from the heart to various organs of the body. Then the blood is returned to the heart, is called a deoxygenated blood, to the right atrium. So aorta always carries oxygenated blood to all organs of the body. So from the left ventricle, the oxygenated blood is pumped through aorta, reaching different organs of the body. From the various organs, the deoxygenated blood which reaches the right atrium. We call this as systemic circulation. The second one, pulmonary circulation. You can see the path of pulmonary circulation. It starts in the right ventricle. Right atrium of the heart is receives deoxygenated blood from superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, and coronary sinus. This right atrium transfers the blood to the right ventricle. The right ventricle which pumps the blood into the pulmonary artery. The deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle which pumped into the pulmonary artery. Where does the pulmonary artery arises? Pulmonary artery arises from the right ventricle and reaches the lungs with deoxygenated blood. You can see the blue color blood vessel. This is the right ventricle. There is a blood vessel is arising. It is called pulmonary artery. You can see the two branches, left pulmonary artery and right pulmonary artery. This right pulmonary artery and left pulmonary artery takes the deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Pulmonary veins which collects oxygenated blood, that means oxygen rich blood from the lungs. This pulmonary veins collects the oxygenated blood from the lungs and it supplies the oxygenated blood to the left atrium of the heart. So from the right atrium, the blood is being pumped through the pulmonary artery which reaches lungs. From the lungs, the blood get oxygenated. The oxygen-rich blood taken up by pulmonary veins. This pulmonary veins reaches the left atrium. This circulation of blood from right ventricle to the left atrium through by pulmonary artery and pulmonary veins. We call this as pulmonary circulation. The next is coronary circulation. The supply of blood to the heart muscles. Heart muscles, it's made up of specialized muscle called as cardiac muscle. So supply of blood to the heart muscles is called as coronary circulation. Cardiac muscles which receive oxygenated blood from coronary arteries, which you can see coronary arteries, which originated from aortic arc. Aorta is the largest blood vessel we know. This aorta which produces branches, one branch from the aortic arc which takes the blood to the heart muscles is called coronary arteries. Coronary arteries supply oxygen-rich blood to the heart muscles. Similarly, the deoxygenated blood from cardiac muscles which drain into the right atrium by coronary sinuses. So coronary sinuses are the blood vessels taken up deoxygenated blood from the heart muscles and it reaching the right atrium. In this case, if you observe heart muscles being supplied with oxygen rich blood from the heart muscles, deoxygenated blood is taken up by the coronary sinus which reach the right atrium. Hence it is called a coronary circulation. Next, double circulation. When the blood circulates twice through the heart in one complete cycle is called as double circulation. In double circulation, oxygenated blood do not mix with deoxygenated blood. However, in some animals where oxygenated and deoxygenated blood are mixed and pass through the heart only once, this type of circulation is called single circulation. Single circulation which you can see in fishes, amphibians and certain reptiles. Dear students, now you might have understood the different types of circulation in our body called as systemic circulation, pulmonary circulation and coronary circulation. Now we will continue the next with heartbeat, initiation and conduction of heartbeat. What is heartbeat? One complete contraction called a systole and a relaxation called diastole of both atrium and ventricles of the heart constitute heartbeat. So a heartbeat is said to be that one complete contraction called a systole and relaxation called a diastole of both atrium and ventricles of the heart is called heartbeat. We know that heart normally beats 72 times to 75 times per minute. So heartbeat you can feel when you keep your palm on the left side of your chest. Now, how this heartbeat is initiated? Remember children, human heart is a myogenic in nature. So, the myogenic heartbeat is initiated by specialized group of modified heart muscle fibers. Let us see. The human heart is myogenic in nature. The contraction is initiated by a specialized portion of the heart muscle. The contraction is initiated by specialized portion of a heart muscle is called sinoatrial node or called as SCA node. So you can see I am circling. Sinoatrial node, which is situated in the wall of right atrium near the opening of the superior vena cava. Near the opening of the superior vena cava. Superior vena cava brings blood, that is deoxygenated blood from head, neck and other regions. Sinoauricular node is broader at the top and tapering below. This SCN node is made up of thin fibers. Sinoatrial node is act as the pacemaker of the heart because it capable of initiating the heart muscle. I am repeating, sinoatrial node or SCN node act as a pacemaker of the heart because it is capable of initiating impulse which can stimulate heart muscles to contract. The impulse from the sinoatrial node spreads the left atrial wall, which you can see, it spreads the left atrial wall, and also the wave of contraction which reaches the right and left atrial wall, pushing the blood to the atrioventricular valves into the ventricles. Repeating once again, the impulse from the sinoatrial node spread as a wave of contraction over the right and left atrial wall, pushing the blood through the atrioventricular valves into the ventricles. The wave of contraction from SCN node reach atrioventricular node or AV node, which stimulate to emit an impulse of contraction. Repeating, the wave of contraction from SCN node reaches atrioventricular node or AV node, which stimulate to emit impulse of contraction, spreading to the ventricular muscles. You can see small branches we can observe via atrioventricular bundle and Purkinje fibers. It's called Purkinje fibers. Atrioventricular bundle was discovered by His in the year 1893. Hence it is called bundle of His. Hence it is called what? Bundle of His. So Purkinje fibers you can observe, which is yellow in color. I am maximizing. Bundle of His you can see just nearby the AV node. Now the ventricles, when they start to contract, it pumps the blood into respective blood vessels. Right ventricle contracts, pumps the blood into pulmonary artery. Left ventricle contracts and pumps the blood into aorta. So next, pulse. Pulse. When a heart beats, the blood is forced into the arteries. The expansion of the artery every time the blood is forced into it called as pulse. I am repeating, when the heart beats, the blood is forced into the arteries. The expansion of artery every time the blood is forced into it is called pulse. Pulse can be felt by placing the fingertip on the artery near the wrist. Normal pulse rate, which ranges from 70 to 90 per minute. 70 to 90 per minute. Now let us see what is called myogenic heart, what is called neurogenic heart. Heartbeat Neurogenic heartbeat is initiated by nerve impulse caused from a nerve ganglion. Ganglion means bundle legs, situated near the heart, which is seen in annelids and most of the arthropods. Annelids called segmented worms. Then myogenic heart is initiated by a specialized group of modified heart muscle fibers. Myogenic heartbeat is initiated by specialized group of modified heart muscles fiber. Example, mollusca and vertebrates. Dear children, we come across two important aspects today. One is called different types of blood circulation, and another one how heartbeat is initiated and what is called pulse. Let us see in the next class about cardiac cycle, blood pressure and heart sound. Thank you children. Thank you very much.